Well, Ecclesiastes chapter 8 is a good reminder, a little bit of that existentialist crisis going on, but a good reminder of things that we should be focusing on in our life. So, verse 1, who is as the wise man? And who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed. So, wisdom, learning good things, improving ourselves, improving what we think and understand is important, and that helps us to be better. Now, verse 2, I counsel thee to keep the king's commandment, and that in regard of the oath of God. Be not hasty to go out of his sight, stand not in an evil thing, for he doeth whatsoever pleaseth him. Wherefore the word of a king is, where the word of a king is, there is power. And who may say unto him, what doest thou? Whoso keepeth a commandment shall feel no evil thing, and a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment. So again, understanding what the king says is what's right and wrong. So if you follow what the king is telling you, you can be guided into proper ways, basically. At least not run afoul of the rules. Now, verse 6, because to every purpose there is time and judgment, therefore the misery of man is great upon him. Yeah, things happen. Things happen. This has happened. There's a purpose and a time and a judgment with everything. Some days are better than other days. So that's just how it works out. That's this up and down we ride in life. This is what, as he calls it, the misery of man is great upon him. You get up in the morning, you go through your day, you go to bed. You do it over and over again. Now, verse 7, for he knoweth not that which shall be, for who can tell him when it shall be? Can you predict your future? Can you know what's coming in your life? Can you predict your job or what's happening to you? Sometimes you can't necessarily see that. Verse 8, there is no man that hath power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither hath he power in the day of death, and there is no discharge in that war, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. So again, when you think of that all you have is your choice. You can't dictate things different than your choice, basically. You don't have power to change the options of choice. Basically, that's God. That's his realm. We just have the options, and we have to make a choice with them. Verse 9, all this have I seen, and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. And also I saw the wicked buried, who had come and gone from the place of the holy, and they were forgotten in the city where they had so done. This is also vanity. We all die. We all go to the grave, good or bad. And that's not saying, oh, if we all go to the grave, do whatever you want, be bad. No, that's not what he's saying. Basically, just realize that there are some things that happen to us regardless of our choices. Now, verse 11, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So again, this is kind of this idea of we're not, the wheels of justice move slow, and that gives opportunities for wickedness to thrive. And people take advantage of that, is really what verse 11 is getting at. Now, verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him. So again, it's not how long you live, it's how well you live with God. That's what really makes a bigger difference. If you respect God and you keep his commandments, you are wanting to please him. It doesn't matter whether you have a short life or a long life. Like in some ways, it's better to have a shorter life. But anyways, the length of life isn't the matter. The matter is, are you doing what God wants you to do? Are you prioritizing the things of God over the things of man? Verse 13, but it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God. Now there is a vanity which is done upon the earth, and that there be just men unto whom it happeneth according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happeneth according to the work of the righteous. I said that this also is vanity. So he's mentioning that basically It's just crazy to think about how that people can make choices to influence our life. The leaders in our communities, whether that's church or government or whatever, they can make choices that can negatively impact us. Heck, a drunk driver can make a choice that negatively impacts lives. And it happeneth. It things happen, basically. So don't get too hasty in the whole why me. Now, verse 15, then I commended mirth, because a man hath no better thing under the sun, than to eat and to drink and be merry. For that shall abide with him of his labor the days of his life, which God giveth him under the sun. So you work and you rest. You have these transitions and changes that happen in life. Don't be the workaholic that just works all the time and does nothing. And don't be the lazy person that just plays all the time and doesn't work. You have a time for everything. Verse 16, when I applied mine heart to know wisdom, and to see the business that is done upon the earth, for also there is that neither day nor night seeth sleep with his eyes, then I beheld all the work of God, that a man cannot find out the work that is done under the sun. Because though a man labor to seek it out, yet he shall not find it. Yea, further, though a wise man think to know it, yet shall he not be able to find it. So the works of God are amazing, and they're just so immense. There's so much there. God is in every aspect of our life. He is involved actively with us in our life. And we have to understand that it's up to us to decide, are we going to follow him or not? That's the ultimate choice. That's the ultimate agency we have. Do we keep the commandments and follow God, or do we not? That's really what it all boils down to. So let's jump over to our next chapter as we continue forward.